Kwanzaa's coming, and nobody better to talk to us about that than the folks from the African American Heritage Club. I want to welcome Annie McCary and BJ Freeman to the program. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And happy almost Kwanzaa as it's about to come here.
It's right around the corner.
So Annie, let's start with, Kwanzaa has been around since the 60s, right?
Right.
And what did it start as? What is it? It's not a religious holiday, right? It's more of a heritage celebration?
It's more of a celebration over a period of time. And it actually, like you said, it's been around since the 60s. And it evolved, actually was founded by a professor of Black Studies at Cal State Long Beach.
Right.
And he came up with the idea, it's a cultural celebration focused on reconnecting with our roots, celebrating resilience, and lifting up the principles that keep us unified. Mm-hmm. And so it's over that 5-day celebration, that's what we do.
Yeah, and BJ seems to have come out of that period, of course, with the Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and those kind of things, where there was an effort to kind of have African Americans have their own identity in this country and not be kind of like, an afterthought in terms of religion, in terms of religions and celebrations.
Actually, that's true, and also helped to diminish the slavery aspect, mm-hmm. that we had a heritage well before slavery. Mm-hmm. And it's been celebrated every year since then, and usually from December 26th to January 1st. Mm-hmm. And there are 7 principles. We strive on unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. And these principles guide us in how we live. Mm-hmm. It helps us to support one another as well as to build strong communities together. The celebration ends with Kamaru, which is a joyful feast celebrating culture, family, and the future.
Well, there we go. And then, like you say, usually it's later in December, but you guys are going to be doing a celebration for African American Heritage Club on the 19th. Is that when it is?
Yes, absolutely, December 19th. And the great thing about this is Kwanzaa begins, as BJ mentioned, after Christmas, mm-hmm. and before the New Year, so it doesn't conflict with any traditional holiday time. Mm-hmm. And so what was your question? Because I got
How about your event? What are we going to be doing? What are we going to have? Food, celebration, fun?
Absolutely, absolutely. The more we do it as our club celebrations, the better it's going to be. Mm-hmm. And so we are celebrating this year, mm-hmm. December 19th, from 3 to 5 p.m. in Clubhouse 3, mm-hmm. in one of the main dining rooms. And what we've done in the past is we made it more of a fun time where right. after dinner, we'd have like an activity, we call it a white elephant gift exchange, where you bring a gift and you exchange the gift and you steal the gift. And so we decided that this year we would do something different. And so part of our celebration is a food drive.
Oh, okay.
So we're
Wonderful.
asking all the participants that come to the event to bring a non-perishable food item. We have arranged to have a big container collected for the food, mm-hmm. And we've arranged for one of the local food organizations to come by and pick it up.
Well, that's terrific. Well, I imagine Kwanzaa hits different folks in different ways, depends on their background and their cultural experiences already. BJ, when you had your first Kwanzaa, when you first heard about it, you first celebrated, what was that like for you?
Well, I was a teenager, so I was excited. I loved lighting the candles. Mm-hmm. It's reminiscent of the Jewish tradition. Mm-hmm. And it was just very impactful to see the different candles and celebrating each of the principles. Mm-hmm.
And is it also kind of important for the African American community to maybe have something that is their own, that it was generated from that community? It wasn't something that was passed on from other cultures or other folks, like that kind of thing, right? And to say, this is ours, and we celebrate it the way we decided to, not how someone else told us to.
Exactly. And the actual word Kwanzaa is a Swahili word, mm-hmm. meaning first harvest, mm-hmm. first fruit. So that is something that's been traditional in the African continent for a long time, is a harvest. And so it's unique to African tradition, but it's also something that can be shared amongst all cultures in the village, which is, celebrating and sharing in our heritage. And if you look at the colors on the candles, there's a black candle that represents the people, the black people, the color. The red candles represent the bloodshed, the color of blood. And then the green candles represent prosperity and growth. And so it's celebrated in the African American community as Kwanzaa, but it's also those principles and the values can be shared with the community at large.
And is it something that you, like for you, BJ, you've kind of carried on that tradition since you first did it to today? Is it something you've now, maybe to your children, your family, have celebrated it?
Absolutely.
And how's it evolved for you, like over the years? I know you had that first experience, but for today, now has it come to meaning something bigger or better?
Just that it's shared by more people. The knowledge has spread, and that was really good.
And when you come to talk about like you're doing the food drive and you're sharing, it is about the harvest and sharing the bounty, right? And there's a bountiful kind of celebration about Kwanzaa, right? It's not about deprivation. It's not about looking at the past and whatever that might be, but it's about the bounty and what's to come.
Absolutely. And when I first got introduced to Kwanzaa, people would, on the first day of Kwanzaa, people visited neighbors and brought them a gift, brought them some of their abundance. They would bring them, I got a sweet potato pie, one time I got a basket of fruit. So it's about sharing and also telling stories. And that's another part of it that keeps the celebration going, is telling stories that keep our history going.
That's fantastic. All right, folks. Well, if you want to celebrate Kwanzaa right here in the village with the African American Heritage Club, you should get out there. It's going to be on December 19th from 3 to 5 p.m. over at Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 2. Cost is $20 per person. And make sure you bring that non-perishable food item. That's the most important part. Celebrate and share that harvest with others. Thank you, BJ and Annie, so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Happy holidays
to
everybody.
To you. Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back with a movie preview.